guys, I wanted to take an opportunity today to show you my pre-workout drink that I make, because I don't really use a bucked up or whatever pre-workout because those get really expensive. So this is my poor man's pre-workout, which really works about the same depending on the ingredients that they put in it, but really there's only a few things that you really need in your pre-workout. So I'm gonna guide you through that. Also, they gave me a chance to test out this microphone and see if it has some good quality. I want to be official. But basically, this is when I take my creatine, 5 grams, just put it in the pre-workout. It makes it easier for me because I use the powder form, which is the cheapest usually. I get a lot of my supplements and stuff from NutriCost and bulk supplements. I'm not sponsored in any way, obviously. I just like them because they're cheap. So I put the creatine in there already. Next I'll put L-citrulline malate. So what this does is it really helps with the blood flow throughout your body. And also helps your muscles just kind of be more ready for action, I guess. So I put 2 teaspoons in there. Yeah, this is 1. You can see it, yeah. So 2 teaspoons of that in there, which is about, I'm not sure how many grams exactly that is. I think I estimated it to be around like 6 to 10. I mean, depending on how big I scoop. I kind of just like scoop it, I don't make it even, because this is really something that you don't need an exact amount of. It really depends on your weight, and also like any of it is going to be helpful versus none of it. So I think what's recommended is like 6 to 10 grams of it, which is about 2 teaspoons. So next, I just got this. This isn't really necessary, but I like it. Beta alanine, you'll see it in a lot of pre-workouts. This really helps minimize your muscle fatigue. And this is kind of, I usually take just a tiny bit of this, like I'm using half a scoop, just because if you put too much, sometimes you'll get I don't know if any of you have ever taken pre-workout, but you'll get like the tingles, like it'll make your skin start to feel like tingly, which I'm not that big of a fan of, but it does serve some sort of purpose. I would say the most important thing is that L-citrulline for your pre-workout, just because that's really gonna give you that pump, I guess, and make sure that your muscles are ready and have blood flow to them. So put that in there. And then for me, so you can use something like this, Mio Energy. This has caffeine in it. If you don't want the energy ones, or if you think that's not enough caffeine in it, because it really isn't exact, but most of the time when you squirt in there, you'll get like around 100 milligrams of caffeine, which for some of you, if that's okay, you can do that. Today I'm going to use this. So I have a bunch of different Mios. I got kind of a variety pack. I got like a vitamin one, a sport one, a regular energy. And this one just has B vitamins in it. It's kind of just what I want to use. I feel like, B vitamins, good for you, whatever. Vitamins, you always hear about vitamins. Really, I just got it for the taste, It's orange tangerine, tastes pretty good. But then I'm gonna take one of these, actually 2 of these, caffeine pills. Super cheap. I think I got this whole thing for maybe like $8 to $10. I'm not sure exactly, but there's 250 capsules in it, 100 milligrams each capsule. So I'm gonna fill this up with water and then put the Mio in it and take 2 pills. So I put about 12 ounces of water in there, just enough to make sure that it mixes. I don't want too much because there'll just be a lot of fluid. I'll put and with Mio, really, I just put however much I want. So I just hold it for like a second. So then we got our orange here. I'm gonna shake that up and then take 2 pills. And I'm about to leave for the gym in about like 5 minutes or so. So I don't want to take this too far ahead in time, but also don't want to take it, you can take it on your way to the gym, but I just prefer not to have something else I have to take back. So 2 caffeine pills, 200 milligrams caffeine, pre-workout with 6 to 10 grams of L-citrulline malate, with some creatine in there as well. Creatine is really great for your muscle building and also is really good for just your muscle fibers in general, helping you put on strength easily. It's been proved in studies, you can look it up. Beta-alanine, just a little bit because I don't want to have the tingles. And then caffeine pills, 200 milligrams. I already said that. Tastes great. See you in Dixon. We're here in Dixon. It's chest and shoulder day. Gonna go destroy it. My shoulder's feeling a little bit iffy today, so instead of doing a flat press, a bench press, with a barbell or dumbbells, we're gonna start off on the machine. Already did a little bit of warm up. We're gonna work up our weight so then we can get to a moderate, like maybe 5 to 8 reps explosively. And before, I know we were doing up to 3 to 5 reps, but that was more for strength. So this time we're trying to go for that explosive power. Every movement today is going to be explosive as possible. So right now I'm going to do about 10 reps, really make sure that my shoulders and my chest is warmed up. I'm not going to do too much weight, but enough that'll be a little bit more difficult. So let's go ahead and do it. Shoulder's feeling a little iffy, but we'll get warmed up and that should be good. Not going to do it too hard. All right, go ahead, Kevin. You can lower the weight. We're just going to do 10, still pretty easy. Still doing, a bit of warm up. It's like warming up to a good weight. Yeah, mostly explosive. I mean, that one can't really do too explosive, or else you're gonna, without throwing it. Yeah, exactly. But so we're gonna work up to being more explosive, but with a higher weight. So yeah. So for this one, next one we're still working up. So we're gonna do about like 6 to 8 reps this time. I'm not gonna go full weight as much as we can. This is gonna be our second set, so we're gonna take this set, and then based off of how we do on this set, we're gonna, probably put on maybe 20 more pounds. But yeah, this one we're getting up to where we want to be for our last two. So I'm gonna raise the weight for this one. Up to there. I just want to reiterate: please make sure to warm up your shoulders. Don't want you getting hurt before tryouts or at all, really. No, I don't want you to come in trying to do my workouts and then, having a dislocated shoulder or whatever. Yeah, just give the machine back. That was weird. But yeah, so raise the weight. We're gonna do about 8 this time. Want to be comfortable and explosive, but not to the point where you're breaking the machine. All right, I'm going to do our last 2 sets, which are going to be about the same weight. those two are gonna be the same weight. I'm gonna go up probably about, like I said before, 10 to 20 pounds from what I just did. And then from there, yeah, we're gonna do still 6 to 8, but this is gonna be as explosive as possible. If you feel like you can get 8 pretty easily, being explosive on each one, maybe put the weight up a little bit more. If you feel like you can barely get 6 being explosive, and like that 6th one or 7th one is very slow, you're gonna have to go down in weight. So that's kind of how you gauge it on these ones. So we're gonna try to do this for 6 to 8, like 160 pounds right now on the machine. So I mean, machines, I never trust the exact weight, so every machine is different. But yeah, I know. Well, the machines are always so weird. It's just a level of resistance. It's not the actual weight even. Each machine will be different. Okay, try this for 6 to 8. All right, my shoulder's feeling a little bit iffy right now, so we kind of are switching things around. Because I want to get a little bit more warm up and stability in my shoulder. So we're gonna do the one arm standing shoulder press right now. So for this one, do one dumbbell at a time. And really what this is working on is your core and shoulder stability. If you do 2 at a time, you're not working as much on this core stability. So this will definitely help you prevent a little bit of injury. I'm not gonna do this one explosive. It's gonna be mainly pretty slow, so I can really control my shoulder. This one's a little hurting. We're gonna do this about 6 to 8 or so. But really, I just want to control it. Something you've noticed is that I keep the weight in front of me. That really helps you prevent some injury. If you have it right here, you have more chance of it going back. So let's let Kevin have a try.
Another one just in case.
I think you should be able to do that. I went down weight so I don't hurt myself.
Let's do a song presentation. Let's do a song. What?
You let yourself get too low. You don't have to come all the way down here. It's like straight out.
That makes a lot more sense.
You can might as well do the other side as well. If your other shoulder's bugging you, then you can go. And I dislocated the other one.
Nah, this one should be hopefully okay.
Yeah.
Ooh. This one's just wildly weaker. I kind of come off camera for you.
Kevin just brought up a good point. So if you have one side that's weaker than the other, for us it'll probably be you're not hitting on just because you use your, if you're righty, you use your right shoulder a lot for hitting. So train with whatever weight that both arms can do. So if I can do like, 45 with this arm easy, but can only do, maybe like 2 with a 45 with this arm, I want to go down on weight so that I can do, equal amounts with both arms. Even if it might be a little bit easier here, we don't want an imbalance. So we want to kind of try to get rid of that imbalance to make sure we don't get injured. I'm going to do this for 8 again. And we'll do it for 2 more sets, and then we'll move on. I think my shoulder will feel a little bit better, already feeling better. So we'll probably do some incline press next, or a little bit of chest flies. So let's do this. Alright. That's under construction. Pardon the construction noises. So next we're gonna be doing, kind of flipped around I know, but we're gonna be doing our explosive incline press. We're gonna do this with dumbbells today. We can do it machine, you can do it with barbell, whatever you prefer. We're gonna do it with dumbbells. With dumbbells though, make sure you have a good focus on your shoulder, because it's really easy to hurt your shoulder if you're using dumbbells, just because you're not very stable. It can move all over the place. With a barbell, you're a little bit more stable, and the machine is going to be most stable. So I'm gonna choose a weight that I can do comfortably and I know I can have control over. But yeah, we're gonna try to be as explosive as possible while staying very safe. I know construction noises, but let's do it. 6 to 8, just as normal. I know some people have a hard time getting them back. So if I'm doing an incline, I'll sit back and then I'll put it right here. 6 to 8. Kevin did a great job choosing a weight that you can control the whole time and make sure you're safe with it. I would encourage all of you to do that, especially if it's your first time doing incline press. Don't make it super explosive on your first time. I want to make sure you guys are getting the movement down before you start trying to do it really complicated, really explosive. So I'm going to stick with my weight. I'm going to do 2 more sets of this, 6 to 8 reps. Explosive, but controlled. So. Yeah. With all your presses, make sure you're, I call it locking down your lats, but you're making sure that you tighten your back, using your lats if you can. This really helps with your shoulder stability as well on these exercises. So make sure your shoulders are stable, helping you press a little bit more weight too. But yeah, really about safety. Number 1 priority. All right. I guess I could talk a little bit about the form with incline press. I'm sure I have a video on it. If not, then sorry. But with incline press, I don't want to go straight out to the side with my elbow. I keep it a little bit tucked. That'll also help your shoulder stability and also using more of your chest other than your shoulders. If you have it straight out to the side, you're gonna be using a lot more shoulder. So when I get these back, and then, so I won't be out like this, because that would be exactly 90. I don't want to do that. I want to tuck my elbows in. That's what happens when you lock down your lats. You see that difference? Okay. I'm going to lower these down, keeping my elbows along that path until I get my elbows like down even with my body. Alright, we are moving on now. We're going to be doing a version of a cable fly. So it's kind of like a high-low fly if you've done those. I mean, if you've done my other workouts, you have. But we're going to start with it about up here. And so really what this is doing is going to be doing a chest fly mixed with a twist. So really like, it's more sport specific of a chest fly, because when we swing, we don't just swing with our arm, we don't just swing with our chest. We use our rotational force too. So this is really what that's focusing on, using your chest and your obliques, your core. So we're gonna start here, and then we're gonna press. As we're pressing, we're twisting our body. We're gonna do 8 each side. I'm gonna do it on my right now. I'm gonna go a little bit up and weight next time. So this should feel like relatively hard, but you want it to be explosive, like the other movements. So, all right, here we go.
Thank God for optic image stabilization, because every single time you go through, the whole thing's rattling. I'm sure the video is going to look normal.
I'm sure it'll be great.
That's the right form?
Huh?
It is the right form.
I think so, yeah. Looks pretty good. You're a little bit heavier on this one. Some cues that I'll give myself, I think will kind of help. I mean, not cues, but just like something that, how I set up my form. So I want to keep my elbow kind of in line with this cable path the whole time. So I'm here, and then I go down. See how my elbow is always aligned with that cable. So I'm gonna go up here. I'm kind of opening up, and then I'm watching my elbow throughout, and that's kind of how I'm gonna have my body. So I'm here, and bring it across. If you like, if you're banging against your back, you can adjust. You know, so I'm gonna bring mine, hit my back a little bit. So I'm here, I'm opening it up, and through. And when I go through, I'm trying to pull that cable across the body as much as possible. So we're gonna do that. I just said like 2, but whatever. 8 each side again. I went up in weight a little bit. First time was a little bit too easy. So we're gonna do that. Still explosive. Still really putting max effort into this. You don't want to do something if you don't do it 100%, right? But yeah, this is really about like explosive power. It's gonna help with your hitting power. No guarantees though. But I think it'll help. I think it's better than doing nothing. So, we'll be here. Pull through. So the next exercise we're doing a superset of box jumps with a high med ball throw. But we're gonna split those up and do supersets them if you want to. It's not mandatory. It's just supersetting helps with cutting down your time inside the gym. You know, I want to make these workouts doable in like 1 hour or less if possible. And I think doing that superset would definitely cut down that time. And also help with your endurance. But for right now, we'll just do it separate. Not a big deal. So we're gonna do some box jumps. Yeah, put 6 to 8 on there. That's usually what I do for like jumping movements. So I just don't want to go above 8 because then you get pretty fatigued. You want to choose something that's gonna feel pretty hard at 8. So we're gonna do box jumps. We'll see how we do with the 40-inch. We'll do these flat to start, and if you want, we can add in like a 2-step approach later. But for right now, we're gonna start with flat. You can use arm mechanics. This is really just to jump high. I kind of designed the third phase to be jumping on most days, just because if you jump more often, you're gonna feel more comfortable jumping. So let's do it. I'll do the 7 or 8 with plus. All right, go ahead, Kevin. Let's see it.
I'm not Evan or Aiden.
I am not Evan. No one can compare. Good job. I think you can do it without the steps. You can do it flat.
Flat.
So use the arms. Oh, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can get there. Oh,
Almost.
close enough. You're good. You take those two steps if you need to. All good. I know we're volleyball players who always take steps. Always. Woo.
I have no confidence.
Oh, you're all good. If you don't mind getting hit in the ego a little bit, where you only have one box, something you can do instead of that, where you want to land with straight legs instead of pulling your knees to your chest like we do with those box jumps. We're not professional box jumpers. We're just trying to get our jump to go up. So it really doesn't matter how high we can box jump. We just want to challenge ourselves to get higher. So instead of getting my knees to my chest, I'm still be jumping as high as I can. Really trying to land with more straight legs. Still jumping as high as I can. If it's too short, pump it up or whatever. But really, I remember one day Carter and I came in, saw Evan, and he was like, "Yeah, I can almost get this height." I think it's actually on the 20-inch. I'm not even sure. And then Carter and I were like, "Well, we can easily jump that." We thought to ourselves. But then he's doing a straight-legged jump where he really was jumping and landing with straight legs, and he basically floated up to this height. It was insane. Evan, hope you're doing good. Hope Happy feels treating you well. We miss you. We're on our last exercise. We're doing some high and ball throws. For this, we're going to be doing 8 to 10, which is pretty normal for head ball things that we've done so far. But we're going to be doing it each side. So really, this is a high med ball throw, which means you use one arm and you're going to try to push, kind of like a shot put. You're gonna try to push it as high as you can against the wall, and catching on the way down. Make sure when you catch it, you do it in a way that's gonna be safe for you. So instead of trying to catch it, with one arm, I would not recommend that. Catch it like here, and then you get ready for your next one. So I'm gonna do 10 each side, and then we'll let Kevin do it, and we'll see if you can go up in weight, go down a weight, gauge it on your own. But yeah, we're trying to just be powerful with this movement, teaching our shoulder to really output as much force as possible to get the ball up on there really fast. So let's do it. Left side. Didn't agree with that. The coordination's hard.
You want to be an ambidextrous volleyball player, here's your chance.
I know. I should be. I'm left-handed a lot of things.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not sports usually.
Last one.
That is the workout. Feel like we're ready. We'll see you in the next video.
See ya.